Okay, so doing a top-down analysis from today on the weekly time frame, we are in this very big um, market maker buy model. We have those equal highs, smart money reversal, and we see here at the 50% level, we see the consolidation, the manipulation touching this 25% level, and then we see the expansion. At the 50% level, we can see an order block forming, an expansion candle, and this fair value gap holding also a breaker with a fair value gap pushing price higher. So now we have a fair value gap sitting at the 75 level. So if you zoom in a bit, we can clearly see price is bullish on the high time frames. So let's mark out this fair value gap, including the volume imbalance and below. All right, like this. Daily. While the weekly is bullish, the daily is retracing. You can see the bearish order flow has been established. Currently, the daily is working in this dealing range, where this is the 50% level. Price is retracing, and price has now touched the consequent encroachment of this weekly fair value gap. This is the weekly bullish fair value gap, sitting in line with this bullish fair value gap of the daily, and this is sitting in a discount on a premium. Sorry, so I'm expecting lower prices to at least this high. Anyway, for today, the order flow of the daily is bearish. So let's remember that. Let's not do that in the lower time frames. Going to the 1H, what do we see? We can see the C price has turned. We're on the sell side of the curve over here. And if you zoom into the more recent price action, starting of this week, Monday made its high, retested this fair value gap and this order block, then took off. And this was very important because this is the current dealing range price was in during this day. So if I can make this more something like this. Okay, so we took the sell side and the buy side. So we took this sell side right here. This took the buy side right here with a nice strong push. Is intention. Here the bodies are respecting the 50% area. Let me the levels like this. Yeah. Right. So here's the 50% area prices bouncing between the 75 and the 50%. Here you can clearly see these equal lows are taken. Then price reverses. So this is also a dealing range within this larger dealing range. But this dealing range is the retracement because look at where price reverses today. We have all this equal highs resting here, right there. Those got taken out at the start of London, at the Asia session. I'm sorry, this Asia 8 o'clock. We tapped into this fair value gap resting right here. And also what we have is we have this order block right there. Also look at how the mean threshold of this order block is the high of the fair value gap. Price is touching the mean threshold of the order block, but closing below, which means closing in the lower half, not able to fill it to push it higher. And also if you zoom in a bit more, and I do this more accurate, like this, you can see that price is closing below the consequent encroachment of the fair value gap. And also price is respecting the 25% area of this dealing range. What happens during Asia is that we created the high of the day, we get lower. There is this fair value gap that took out these highs. So if you mark out this fair value gap, and this is the 1 hour bearish fair value gap, you can see prices respecting the consequent erosion, closing in the upper half, but is failing to make higher bodies towards this fair value gap, towards the 25% level. Instead, price is now trapped in between. Then halfway of London session, price is closing strongly below the consequent encroachment of this fair value gap. And now, as you can see, it is also respecting the midnight opening price, which aligns with this order block sitting right here, the opening price of this order block. So once this is broken, this is in changing state of delivery. You can see it's not even able to get into this order block. And this line right here is the 70% level of the overall dealing ranges we had on the daily. So there's this one right here. So we can see that price the last Monday, the 7th, we closed strongly below the 75% level or 25% level. Anyway, this level, we closed strongly below it. And today we are respecting that level right here during London. That's this level right here. So with that knowledge, the price is closing below the consequent encroachment of this 1 hour fair value gap. And here you can see price is not able to close above it. And also bearish order flow has now been established. And this is a significant fair value gap because this is an intermediate term high now. Because at this time, if you look at this, at this point, price closing strongly below this high is now an intermediate term high. It has a, like this, there's a short-term high to the left, short-term high to the right, and this high in the middle. So this makes it now a very strong high, and this low got broken too. So with a few bearish signs, we have broken a swing low. There was a change in state of delivery, rejected from this premium level, this premium fair value gap, with a strong bearish candle closing here in London. So now you could look for shorts. And where would you want to short to? Well, there are no further bullish PD arrays left. So the first target would be this low right here. And then we have all this liquidity here. Look at these equal lows. So if you zoom into the 5 minute, and we go, oh, I need to, and below, 5 minute, please. So it's very clear, respecting the consequent encroachment of this fair value gap. Then we had this strong closure below here, that's this level right here. Price came up. It is respecting the daily dealing range level. Again, failure swing, and now here we broke below this. So that's to make this a new cost process bullish, failure swing, change in state delivery. Here's a strong close below the 1 hour fair value gap. So and also right here the small fair value gap price resting right there. From there to there. We broke it, we came back, we did little mohawk outside of it, and here once we close it, we have a change in state delivery, and then price goes. And also, if you want to wait, you can also wait for a break in market structure, which you get here, and then with speed. So you could also wait for this candle, and then you could short it, maybe here. And there, and we target this would be the first TP 1 to 3, or maybe the start here, or maybe one runner left or here, but majority I think I would have taken here because these are the equal lows, also at the 75% level. So this would be a nice 1 to 3 trade, something like this, and maybe with a runner. Price reacted it, came back, was unable to create a new change in state delivery, so the sell program was still active. Down close, up close candles are still supporting price. Still the Mohawk, but this candle right here was the order block. Got respected, and then price trades lower. And eventually it took out this intermediate term low. Also with a small Mohawk. So my takeaway from this is a very strong confluence. There is an order block, and inside this order block there is this fair value gap, and this fair value gap overlaps with this 25% dealing range level. Then price is closing in the lower half of this fair value gap. Price trades away with it, trades away, respecting consequent encroachment of this fair value gap. So this is kind of tricky because there's also a dealing range sitting right here, a bullish dealing range. But this bullish dealing range is resting inside this bearish dealing range. So unless we did not break this high, we are still looking for sells. Also, another reason to look for sells is if we look at the higher time frame and we measure this low to this high, this parent dealing range, then we are in the premium. So we're also looking for sells, and we have a strong close below the 25% level over here. So yeah, it's all bearishness. Therefore, I wouldn't look for buys. Yeah, so what do I expect now? I'm not sure. Now we have broken the low of this parent dealing range. So for now, we have created a new dealing range from this high to this low. So this was the trade of the day, I would say. Waiting, consolidation, and this candle did its thing, and then price moved away.